Alright, welcome back for another skate video. If you like the content, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't ever miss a video every single time that we post, and we post the most. So, everybody who is watching this live stream, congratulations. You have a chance to be gifted a SneakerDogg Insider's membership club membership. So you'll be able to go ahead and use that emote that is inside of the chat and available for all of the members. When you view any of my content, you can stand out in the chat and in the comments with this emote, as well as others that are also associated with the channel. Appreciate everybody locking in. I just wanted to take a minute and say you guys make me want to keep coming back and doing this content, so please keep locking into the content. You're rocking with me, I'm rocking with you, and that's what we do, and we will keep on getting this content out for you. So yes, basically everybody who is in here right now or going to be looking at this video here while we're in the live premiere will have a chance to go ahead and win that membership. So what I want you to do is accept gifted memberships. You may see it pop up here anytime that you see me talking, and then you'll be able to go ahead and accept that, so that when the membership giveaway happens, you aren't kind of missing out on that because you didn't accept the terms or whatever, and it's saying that basically you have to accept that to accept the membership gift. Back to the topic of the video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the new details in Skate 4. So Skate 4, we have the House of Rolling Reverence skate park drop. That just came on Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it. It came from SkateDot or Skate 4's X account. I went on there and I was looking around at some of the details in that actual post, and I wanted to go over some of that with you here today. So lock in, boys. Again, if you do like the content, like this video, and I'll be back with some more here. So the historic House of Rolling Reverence has officially been converted into a skate park by the SVCC. So it's now one of Sam Amsterdam's most creative indoor lines, perfect for warming up, filming lines, stacking clips, really just a perfect warm-up zone. The indoor zone lets you flow, practice, manual, do trick combos without traffic or chaos in there. Of course, you're not going to run into people anyway, because you can't really, you're a phantom in those other people's world, even though you're in that actual server. So if you weren't in the playtest, keep this in mind. I will just pause here from my talking point here, and I just want to get back to that point here in a second. But I will say this: if you didn't get into the playtest, do not worry. I believe that another field or wave of spots will be coming for all the dogs who did not get in, and it'll probably be about early access. So stay locked in with all of the coverage, because we will be back with a lot of that stuff, letting you know the news, and basically just letting you know how you're going to be able to take advantage of getting into the playtest and things like that. So back to that perfect warm-up zone here. I do want to talk about how, if you are a beginner, you are getting comfortable with skate, you kind of getting your bones, you're a rook, and you just want to go ahead and get some lines, do some dialed up tricks and stuff like that, watch other vets do tricks and see what is available to hit in that terrain. Do it in this spot, because you'll see those other phantom players doing their thing, and you'll be able to kind of see what tricks they're doing and see how they're approaching lines, if you're kind of stuck on how you're going to approach certain things inside of the map. So keep that in mind when you're warming up in that spot inside. So across the street at the Parkade airtime, so you'll be able to warm up by heading across the street to the Parkade for some gaps and basically big air tricks. You're going down that big kind of hill and you're gaining that speed, and you'll go to that spot for vert combos, transfers, trick battles with the crew, kind of just setting your session marker and shredding out on that spot. So make sure you're locked in and you set that session marker, because you got to go across over the ways so you could actually get up there and do your thing. So make sure that you don't actually gotta reclimb everything and redo everything, okay? So it's basically a lot of clip worthy stuff with that portion of the map. So the spot merges historic architecture with functional skate design is the way that I kind of look at it. So the is basically perfect for cinematic replays and viral content that you would be creating for like your people on YouTube or Twitter or in your Discord, whatever you want to do, or just sharing it within the community. Things like that in the skate Discord, in the SneakerDogg Gaming Discord. If you want to go ahead and be a part of that, you'll be able to go ahead and tap in with that. I'll have the link in the description, all that good stuff. So I love the world building that's happening, so I do want to touch on that. There's a little bit of lore that's going into SVCC, turning that historic site into a skate haven. It adds a real depth to San Vansterdam and a narrative speak of how we actually can expect some new and improved things in the game. So I want to touch on that just a little bit. The world building aspect, it seems like they took their time. They actually edited the game map to function for a different type of layout for my people who are looking for big air and gaining a lot of speed and doing those big air tricks. If you wanted to do those, you know, Christ airs and things like that, and you wanted to go ahead and do those 1 foot judos and all those different things like that, then you want to go ahead and lock in with that spot because you can get some big air. You can go ahead and do some, you know, 1 footers and things like that, manual out of it. You could go ahead and do some melons, some melon grabs, some different method tweaks and stuff like that. So you could really do some 360 melons and things like that. So it can get kind of sticky out there, my boy. Make sure you lock it in so you can kind of see what we do when we get this content up and live in Skate 4, because we will be live and we will be cutting up in them servers. So if you want to be kind of locked in a Discord, dog, and one of the people that actually lock in and match make with us, go ahead and pop into that Discord, like I said in the description, so that you can kind of have and build that community here with us. So that is some cool stuff that they basically added to the game. It seems like it is a good sign that they're wanting to enhance and embrace the evolving world of skate and what it means to really kind of be embellished in skate culture, and that's at its core right now. So creating new spots, being more spontaneous and very creative with the way that the skate parks are able to be created. I hope that they create something where we can create parks for ourselves and things like that. I love when they create them, but create a park would be cool, stuff like that. I would love to see in early access some type of story mode or some type of backdrop to the city. Give us some type of who are the legends before this. Like, really dive deep into this and let us know who came before us in San Vansterdam and how they sowed their oats in this city. I would love to hear something like that from the people of Skate or Skate 4 at EA. Please give us a great game here. The graphics should update hopefully in early access. Early access should be for about a year, so they should be swapping out different things. It should be a much more done game than it is right now. So that's hoping that we get something like that. So if you like the content, whether you're stacking clips in the house or you're blasting gaps on the Parkade, this update basically proves that Skate 4 is just getting started to me. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure that you subscribe so you stay in the loop with every new drop, feature, and reaction that we give on this channel. So let's build the real and the realest skate community in the YouTube space together. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.